All right, guys. So today I'm going to be running you guys through a quick 30 to 45 minute shoulder exercise routine that you can do in the gym. Now, the shoulder is a very complex muscle because it does consist of three different heads. You're going to have your front deltoid, your side deltoid, and your rear deltoid. So if your goal is to overall, create a more fuller shoulder, I really would challenge you to do your research on each individual head and specific exercises to work them out, specifically. But this routine does, work in each head all together. I show you some specific exercises for the front, side, and rear, and then I show you some all-together movements that engage all of the heads. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first exercise we're going to be looking at today is side extension flares. Now, anytime I work out my shoulders, I really like to warm up with cable exercises. They're just very good at activating the muscles, and the thing about your shoulders is the muscle is very strong, but your shoulder joint is very sensitive. Now, in my experience, when I lift heavy weight on cable machines, just because there's resistance all the way through your motion, I do get a lot of stress on my shoulder joint, and I see a lot better results when I like to focus on the high rep, low weight style of lifting. I just get a better burn and more definition, and that's really what I'm looking for when it comes to cable exercises. But we do superset this with lateral cable raises. So this is another very simple one. It's very good for activating the shoulder muscles, warming up your shoulder joint. This is another one that you just do with very high rep, low weight. So after this one, we did go ahead and move on to the quad killer. So we call this one the quad killer for a reason. We basically design our shoulder days around it sometimes. Essentially, it's 4 different shoulder workouts that we combine into one. We do them consecutively back to back, and we do hit each individual head. So the first one that we start off with is side lateral raises, and the weight that we like to use, we use moderately heavy weight. You got to go heavy enough to where you're really breaking down the muscle, but like I said, your joint is very sensitive, so you don't want to go and injure yourself with too heavy of a weight, and you also don't want to end up compensating. The thing with shoulders is it's very easy to compensate with your back muscles or your chest muscles. So if you do find yourself swinging the weight or using any momentum through a jerk motion, I would try to focus more so on a lower weight and really engaging the specific head or the specific part of the muscle you're trying to. But we do go ahead and follow up the side with front raises. That's another really good one. You just hit your front delt with. Again, the quad killer, it's going to hit each individual head. We follow that up with Arnold press. This is another good one that engages each head throughout the whole motion. So we do, again, with each of these workouts, we try to hit about 12 reps. That's what maxes us out and makes us feel really good. But we finish off with a rear delt fly. Again, it's the front, the side, and the rear delt. But this is a really good one that you don't want to forget. It's very easy to forget about your rear delts, and I see a lot of people that they have big shoulders but not necessarily strong in their rear delt, so that's one thing to look out for. But following the quad killer, we do have the good old shoulder press. This is one that you can go or focus more so on a little bit of heavy weight. That's how you're going to basically break down the muscle and over time definitely get stronger. But we superset this one with unilateral raises. So unilateral workouts is a really good workout that I like to do for shoulder day specifically, because it's a good way to balance your body out. Once you start to do unilateral exercises, you'll notice your body compensating. You'll notice yourself using your back muscles or chest muscles depending on the side or the arm you're using, and that's how you can work to balance or even yourself out over time. But following that one, we do an exercise I like to call McBeezy's. You know, this, I call it McDeezy's because you're kind of moving your arms in the McDonald's M motion. You know, it's basically a side lateral raise and a front lateral raise, or a front raise. You know, you're going to be engaging each head of the muscle as long as you have a good range of motion, and it's another really good one for the joint. We do superset this one with rear delt flies. You know, this one you just get a little bit more serious than we did on the quad killer. You know, you can go a little heavier since you're resting on the bench. And you know, that's, again, you know, you just can't forget your rear delts. We did go ahead and finish the workout or the exercise with pull-ups and dips. We didn't get it on video, but every shoulder day I like to finish with pull-ups, and I always just kind of combine dips with them because we call it the pull-up dip. We do a set of pull-ups, a set of dips, and then we go ahead and dip on out of there. But like I said, it was very quick. You know, me and my buddy were in and out of there in about 40 minutes. So if you're in a time crunch but need a nice little shoulder pump, this is a good one to try out. I hope you liked it, and let me know if it helped.